Hey, Sweet 3 family. I just want to make a quick video to invite you into an opportunity to seek the Lord over a 21-day period to do a 21-day fast. That'll be from July 26th, that's a Friday, through August 16th, 21 days, 3 weeks. And on this short video, I just want to give context, a little bit of the heart for me behind this fast, and maybe a few logistics. So first, the context. A couple weeks ago, a member of our church approached me, asked me to speak about the wisdom behind doing a 21-day water fast. That's a pretty extreme practice, especially if you're not used to fasting, but they were asking me, and I was able to share some wisdom and experience. I thought, man, that's a really cool opportunity for them. Then 2 days later, I'm on a Zoom call with my praying leaders cohort I'm a part of, and Sam Gibson, one of the leaders of that, talked sort of an offhand comment about wanting to do a 21-day fast. He might have even said water fast at the beginning of August, same time period as a member of our church. So that kind of piqued my interest. I wonder if this is, for us, this is something a little bit more communal than I first thought. As I've been thinking more and more about it, it seems to me like the Lord may be inviting some of us from our church into a season of fasting together, this 3 weeks of fasting. Now, the heart behind that, why in this particular season, I believe that there are many in the church who are hungry for more of the Lord. And I think I've been reading through 1 Samuel recently in my Bible reading, and 1 Samuel, I believe it is 16, Samuel anoints David to be the king. And when he goes to the sons of Jesse, he sees the oldest son, and he says, surely this is like the Lord's anointed. And God basically says, hey, I haven't chosen him. Don't be fooled by outward appearances. Man looks at the outward appearance and the outside, but the Lord is looking at the heart. And I just felt like the Lord was saying, this season of fasting is for preparing and trying and refining your heart, getting your heart ready for what might be coming in the future. And I don't know what exactly that means, but I think this is a season of humbling, testing, meaning refining that which is inside of us, so that the Lord can entrust us with something more in the future. When you think about, oftentimes when God wants to do more through a person, think David, Moses, even in one sense Jesus, God brings that person through a season of testing or a season of wilderness. So you have Moses 40 years in the wilderness before he can lead Israel. You have David on the run from Saul for years and years, God testing and refining him in his heart along the way before he can be made the king of Israel. Same with Jesus, 30 years in obscurity, 40 days in the wilderness, lots of preparation before his public ministry begins. So I think that's just a little bit of my heart. I hope that the Lord would bless you in thinking through that. Now, if you want to join, maybe just a few logistical points to be made. What would it look like to fast? Well, there's different ways you could do this over the next 3 weeks. One biblical version of a fast is found in Daniel 10. Actually, Daniel fasts for 3 weeks, and he's mourning, and in that 3 weeks, he eats no delicacies, meats, or alcohol. So you cut out meat, you cut out like sugar or like dessert type stuff, and alcohol from your diet 3 weeks. So you're not fasting from food altogether, but from the things that bring joy and life and vitality, some of the perks of food and drink. You could simply fast from one meal a day, and in that time, seek the Lord with further intensity. You could do maybe 2 meals, or even it's pretty common practice to fast sort of sun up to sundown, like a 6 to 6 fast. After which, at the end of the day, you could eat a small portion of food before rolling on to the next day. You could do some sort of a liquid fast where you supplement drinking water with like a juice or a broth of some kind, or you could even do a water fast. Now, if you're going to do something toward the more extreme end of juice or water, let me encourage you to be very wise and discerning medically. If you have any sort of medical issues, heart issues, anything in the world of eating disorders, you want to be very careful and cautious about how you pursue this. If you have a physically strenuous job, of course, you want to be very careful about how you pursue this, because the Lord wants us, as much as we seek him, to be wise in how we do so. So if you have any desire, if what I'm saying resonates with you at some level, please reach out to me. I'd love to have a small community of us that know, hey, we're fasting, seeking the Lord together. We could encourage one another over the 21 days. Particularly those first several days are going to be very hard. So I just want to encourage you, if you have any desire, please reach out to me. Would love to be able to pursue the Lord together. But let me just end by saying this. I know there's some of you who will hear this and feel very duty-bound or guilt-driven. This is not about earning it. You are not failing if you don't want to take on this invitation. This is not about like superstar Christians and normal Christians. This is an invitation to seek the Lord if you feel stirred in your spirit to do so. You don't earn anything. It's all about positioning, not earning. And so there's nothing that you prove to the Lord in that sense of like really being a Christian or really being on fire. Like this is all about coming before Him and humbling ourselves before Him to just be more used of Him and be more ready for whatever He wants to do for us and in us. So I hope that blesses you, and have a great rest of your day.